Hey, happy Monday, everybody. It's Paulo Brantz with this week's Interest Rate Insights. We got some information from you. Last week was a big week with interest rates. It actually approached its all-time lows, and then came Friday, and we lost all of it plus some. I'm going to share with you why that was. More importantly, look at the charts and see how quickly things can change in this market as it turns to interest rates. So if you're looking to buy a home, or if you're looking to refinance, or if you're a realtor or anybody that helps people navigate the real estate market, you really want to watch these videos because this is going to keep you up to date on what to expect with interest rates. And it's always better to know than to wonder. And my goal is to never have my clients not know what's going on with interest rates because it's important. All right, what do you say we get started? And we always start off with just a quick, we're gonna do the 49er one again. The 49er thank you. It's gonna be a big week for those 49ers. Do not discount them. They are on it. But I want to thank everybody last week that referred their family and friends to us. I'm so grateful and appreciate your generosity. We will take great care of them. So thank you. Let's talk about interest rates a little bit. You notice interest rates all across the board are up, whether it be from VAs up about 0.25% from last week. FHA is about 0.1%. And jumbo and conventional are up about 0.1%. And we're going to get into the why in just a minute here. But a lot of questions are coming up with CalFHA, the Shared Appreciation Program. If you're interested in this program, it starts April 1st. So you want to start preparing probably about mid-February, March. Let's talk now. There's that QR code in the corner there. Just click it. And that will set up an appointment with me on a time that's best for you. We'll go through all the qualifications. If you want the video that I prepared that shows you A from Z on what that program is about, let me know. I'd be happy to send it to you. Next up, last week, Case-Shiller Home Price Index came up. Now, this actually measures appreciation compared to median home prices. So this tells us that month over month, home prices have gone up by 0.2%, year over year, 5.1%. November's year over year. Yes, I did say November. So this report goes back from November 2023. November's year over year gain saw the largest growth in 2023. So we're still continuing to see that appreciation or that upward push, especially in this market as today. We did start off January a little light, but I got to tell you, last weekend, the weekend before, we're starting to see those multiple offers again as interest rates start to come down. Now, towards the end of the week, this report, ADP, this is an employment report. Before I go there, just remember, we're talking about inflation and how inflation impacts interest rates. The Feds are very focused on employment. You heard me say this before, that unfortunately people need to lose their jobs for interest rates to go down. That's keeping it as simple as I possibly can. Of course, I don't want anybody to lose their job, but that is going to impact inflation. If the goal is to bring inflation down, that is the metric they're looking at, and this is going to prove it. Okay, so Thursday comes out, the ADP comes out. Progress on inflation has brightened the economic picture despite a slowdown in hiring and pay. You can see in January, the monthly change in U.S. private employment went down to 107K, which is great. We saw rates start to really improve. In fact, you're going to see in about 2 slides how on Thursday it met it's not all time. It's January lows, I should say. We're talking about bonds, but January lows in interest rates. Then comes Friday, the BLS jobs report. The pace of hiring was much stronger than expected in January, plus 353, revisions were also added of 126,000 jobs for November and December combined. And I got to tell you, I'm going to show you in just about a second, that really put an upward pressure on interest rates. That's why if you were talking about rates on Thursday, you come in on Friday, and even rolling over to today, rates are looking much, much different. So what I'm going to show you is actually how quick the market changes and why you always have to be just on it when it comes to interest rates and what to expect in terms of interest rates. So what we're going to look at here, this is a little clip. I'm going to make this just a little bit bigger and maybe take me out for a second. This is a clip of or a snip of the mortgage-backed securities. So bonds are what 30-year fixed rates are traded on the bond market. And so this is an inverse relationship. So as you see the bond prices move up, right? Or the chart moving up, interest rates go down. Whereas if you see rates go down, you can see it highlighted in red there, interest rates go up. So if you notice, there's two green dots on the very top, one above January 12th, 13th, and one again over last Thursday. Those show you that those 2 days were the best 2 days to lock in interest rate. That's where the interest rates or the bond prices were at their highest and interest rates were at their lowest. Then take a look at what happens the following day if you're to focus on the dot on your right. All of a sudden, we come in Friday, that jobs report comes out, and the market reacted really negatively, and we lost almost 50 to 75 basis points. And that could be a difference in interest rate from 1/4% to an eighth, from an eighth to 1/4%, literally overnight. So it's really important that you're working with someone that's monitoring the rates and subscribing to MBS just like this, so you can always be prepared and know when to lock and when not to lock. This week is going to be more of a technical type lock. We're going to look at the charts. We're going to have moving averages. It's a little bit too much to get into here. There's not much things that can come out that can really move the market, although on Thursday there's always that initial jobless claims. But just keep on the lookout for any news out there that is negative towards inflation. And I can tell you that is going to impact interest rates the way we don't want it to impact interest rates. All right, as we go, here it is. 2 QR codes. Those are the same QR codes. Hopes and Dreams Conversations. This is where we talk about your goals, your dreams. We don't talk about applications, credit reports, none of that stuff unless you want to. We're going to talk about answering your questions and making sure you get a plan in place so your family can be successful. The reason I do this is that so often families are out there doing research themselves on the internet, and what they find is that they're miscalculating their payments, not understanding what program's best for them. Let me utilize Danielle and I's 20, well, if we add it together, I'm not going to say how much, but 20 plus years of experience, and let us help you and your family save money this year. All right, go Niners. I hope everyone has a wonderful day.